this is kind of different from, say, a Western classical violin. The techniques I play with use a lot more sliding. Western music uses a lot of vibrato. That sounds something like that. But when you add that little desi spin to it, so I like to mix a little bit of the both because, you know, I'm a diaspora kid, so. This violin specifically I've had since I was 13. This one's quite special because my violin teacher gifted this to me. I believe this violin is from the 1960s. There's a funny story behind how I got this violin. I basically got initiated. I was practicing with my teacher one night, and for some reason she decided that that was the night she was gonna really like kick my ass. At 3 a.m. I was like, I give up. Like, why are you going so hard on me? I broke down in tears. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And at the end of it, she's like, I pushed you, but you did good. So here's a little gift for you. My parents say this all the time. They always knew that I was going to do something in music, but just activating that gene, you know, it took someone like my Ustad to kind of see that in me and kind of bring it out. There was one summer where my parents were like, you're not having a summer break. You're going to go there 5 times a week for like 4 hours every day. You're going to come back. You're going to practice for 3 more hours. So within the modern world, it was like the closest thing I could get to like the ancient tradition of Guru Shishya Parampara, where I sat one-on-one with her and I was able to like take in all this knowledge from her. And it wasn't just about music, it was about life, you know. She would sit me down and she would talk to me about her stories, her experiences, and what she went through as an artist. And I feel like having that wisdom from someone that was one of the first women to play violin in India, you know, it was priceless. I was so glad that I had that, and I still am able to create music through her voice because she has given me so much. I'm really grateful for all the time I had with her. She's passed since 2021, and I definitely miss her presence. It's just a blessing that she was able to be in my life.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of hiss, not a lot of actual audio. Oh, that's good. That's good now. That's good.
With Asad, I found a person that was very much in line with my beliefs, had gone through similar experiences. You know, when you're on that same level, you really realize that this person understands you at a level a lot of people don't, and then it makes that music creating process way more easier. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better collaborator to work with.
It's pretty obvious. He's like one of my favorite people in the world. I absolutely love the guy. We had a video interview recently in which he said like, where he felt that we would really have this connection where we read each other's mind, and that's really become evident. He spent so much time with somebody on the road. The story of how we like sort of got together is pretty cool. I was listening to his music in Morocco, and this is 2018, I think, right when I started making music. And I was just like, oh man, it would be awesome to make music with this guy one day. And literally a year later, we had like a song together. We're on stage. In New York is the first time we performed actually together. And that was literally a year after me thinking in a desert, man, it would be awesome to make music with this guy. And then we just like made a bunch more, became really good friends, and now we're here.
Thailand was interesting, man. It was such a bubble for me. Thai culture is very much, people are kind, they come up to you. You get nothing but like warmth from people. A month before 9/11, my parents were like, all right, let's pack up and go to America. So that first month, you know, I was like kind of just getting used to things. And then 9/11 happens, and, you know, I'm the new kid at school. So, you know, everything I was used to in Thailand with people being kind, nice, and like just really warm, it was like the opposite.
When I moved to Canada, it was post 2001. Well, my first day in North America was September 13th, 2001, with the name Asad Khan. So during high school, my headphones became my escape. Like I was like, you know, you're walking, kids are calling you a terrorist or whatever. You're just like, so that's kind of, music was like the thing that kind of really kept me sort of and turned the world off. And actually that habit of me always using the headphones to get people out of my head is what got me into DJing. Because I ran into a friend from high school years later, and he was like, man, I remember you were always listening to music, and my dad trains and sends DJs. You should come work with my dad. So because of that, again, like a red light became a green light. I did that to like avoid bullying or whatever, and then somebody's like, this guy's always listening to music, and 6 years later, he tied the dots, like, you should meet my dad. And the next day I went and I became a DJ, and I was like, my life completely changed in a day.
I would say music was the biggest catalyst for me to assimilate. When I moved to this country, for 3 months, my family lived with another family. That family, their son is Fateh, the rapper. The first time like hearing hip hop was through him, and I remember feeling at home when I heard Timbaland, because Timbaland used to use a lot of Bollywood songs and Indian elements in his songs. So, you know, those things like really spoke to me because I was like, hey, this is like mainstream culture here, but it also makes me feel like I'm at home. And so I like really got into hip hop and R&B because of that. And I remember people would be like, they look at me, you know, I had a little parka and everything. They'd be like, you listen to hip hop? I'm like, yeah, like I'm a kid that is growing up in America. Of course I am, you know? That was kind of my way to connect with people. And it was like what was natural to me because I was raised in a musical family. And just even before I started playing music, that was already a way to connect. And then once I started playing the violin, that was another way to connect on a deeper level.